guys, welcome back. Today's video we're going to be testing out a new collection from MAC Cosmetics. This is the Get Blazed collection. I'm going to be doing like a first impressions, checking out all of the products. I'll swatch everything for you guys, so if that sounds good, let's go ahead and get started. Get Blazed collection from MAC in my Friday PR unboxing, and a lot of you guys said you were really interested to see this collection in action and see some of the products in use, so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be testing them all out. So this is a brand new collection from MAC. It will be available on April 11th. So up first we have some new eyeshadows. There are 4 different ones a part of this collection. So this is the MAC Shiny Pretty Shadows. There are 4 different ones. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the swatches of each of them, but the packaging is just in like a standard packaging. You have the name of them on the back. Here is what this one looks like. This one here is P is for pink, and they kind of have a little bit of a grit to them. They seem super pigmented. I already swatched one of the other ones. They kind of almost look like a foiled, very foiled shimmer. So there is P is for pink, which is kind of funny because it's like a gold shade. And then the other one that I did first, that one was Glitz Please, which is right there, Glitz Please. And then I have 2 other shades as well. So the next 2 are Joy 2, and then this last one here is Put You on Gold. So there are those 2. So we have Joy 2 and then Put You on Gold here last. That one's obviously like a pure gold. Mine did come broken, but I actually feel like I can still use it. So those are the shadows. There are 4 different shadows. They look really glittery, really pretty. I'm excited to test those ones out on the eyes. So next up we have some new highlights. So we have the Dazzle highlighters. They come in this really pretty like holographic packaging. So there are 2 different shades in this one. So we have the Dazzle Gold and then also the Dazzle Pink. So here is the Dazzle Gold, and then here we have the Dazzle Pink. These are each going to retail for $35. They do have a mirror on them as well. So here is the swatch of both of the shades. They definitely have like an iridescent kick to them, but they look still pretty wearable. I really like the pink one. The gold one also looks really pretty. I'm actually surprised they actually call them highlighters, because a lot of times they call them their like skin finishers or whatever. So these are actually called highlights, and they look really foiled in the pans. Unlike the last collection that had like that little spray over top, these ones are actually like the actual pigment is there. So then we have 2 different lip parts a part of this collection as well. We have the Bling Thing Liquid Lip Top Coat. So there are going to be 4 different shades of these. So here's the packaging, super cute. It has like a silver packaging, and then you have each one of the colors right here. So the names for each one of them, this first one here is Sweet Gleam. So we have Love in a Bubble, Deliciously Disruptive, and then the last one here is Glit Ridden. That's the gold one there at the end. And then we also have the Bling Thing liquid lip colors as well. There are 4 different shades of those, and they're each going to retail for $22 each. So here is what those look like swatched. These are pretty much like a true metallic lip color. I really like these purples. I think they're really fun. I'm not someone who always loves metallics, but if you're into metallic lip colors, you might like these ones. They're definitely very vibrant. So the order on these is we have Purple for Days, the first one there. We have Commotion Motion, Disco Bell, and then Hot Flash as the last shade right there. And then the last 2 things that I have are these Dazzle Drops. So these are going to be like a liquid illuminator. There are 2 different ones, and these are going to be $31. So we have a Dazzle Pink and then also a Dazzle Peach. So my hand's kind of pink from the last swatches, but I'll go ahead and show them to you guys. So this one here is the Dazzle Peach. I kind of put a lot. And then this one here is going to be your Dazzle Pink. So you can kind of tell the difference between the 2. This would be really pretty like all over the body for summertime, or even just kind of mixing the 2 I think would be really nice as well. So now that we've went ahead and swatched everything, I've showed you guys everything. Also on my little sheet here, it does say that they're going to have some extra dimension foiled eyeshadows as well. There will be 4 of those for $21. I did not receive that inside of this package, but I had the entire rest of the collection, so I still wanted to film with it. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and start with the eye look and trying these products out on the face. So I think up first I'm going to try the Liquid Illuminator. I don't have any highlight on obviously right now. So these are the Dazzle Drops. I'm going to try the Peach shade because I think that that will be what will look best on me. And I think for this, I'm actually gonna put them out on my hand first just because it looks pretty pigmented and I'm a little nervous about that. So I am gonna apply it first on my hands like this, just like a little drop of it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply it onto my skin. I am gonna use just like a damp sponge, I think, because I think that's probably what will work best. I'm not exactly sure if this is gonna separate my foundation at all because I do have a little bit of powder on. So I'm not sure if this is something that can be applied over top or not. So we will see. So it definitely looks pretty glittery for sure. Like I can definitely see quite a bit of glitter in this. It seems to be blending out okay. I'm not really seeing too much separation. Like it isn't seeming to separate my face makeup at all, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest to the other side here as well. So actually when I blend it out, it doesn't look as glittery as when I first applied it. I actually think it looks pretty natural on the skin. It doesn't look bad at all. When I first went in, it looked really glittery, but I think once I blended it out, it doesn't look bad. I like the fact that you'll be able to apply this over top of powders. I always get nervous when I first try those out if this is something that is gonna disrupt the powder or not, but I am not seeing that it's doing that, so that's always a good thing. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the powder highlights now. I wanna try them both out, so I'm first gonna go into the pink light one, or the pink dazzle pink first, and apply this one. And I'm hoping these aren't as glittery either. They kind of look like they will be, like even in the swatches. And yeah, like they look a little bit glittery, but I can deal with a little bit of glitter. It's just when it's a lot that it gets to be a little bit intense. But this is definitely very pigmented. That was only one little swipe here. So I'm just gonna build it up just a little bit here on the high point. This one has a little bit of like almost like a peach hint in it as well, but it's definitely pretty glittery, like you can tell. But when I'm looking straight on, it doesn't look bad. That's when I have issues with glitter, is when it looks like literally straight glitter. If I turn and it looks a little glittery, that doesn't bother me. But if I can see it, like when I'm looking forward, if it's straight glitter, that's when I get annoyed. So that is the pink dazzle on the one side. I'm gonna go ahead and test out the gold dazzle on the other side and see how this one looks. This one is a little bit more like yellowy, so I'm nervous to see how this one looks on my skin tone. I was saying in the PR unboxing that it kind of reminded me of like the trophy wife from Fenty Beauty. That's kind of what it reminded me of. So this one is definitely pretty yellow. I don't know if I love that on my skin tone. I kind of like this side better. I don't think it looks bad. It's just definitely more of like you're making a statement, I think, with this one, as opposed to the pink one. Looks a little bit more wearable, I feel. The yellow one kind of just shows up on my face. So I'm gonna actually blend the two together now, just so we don't look crazy with two highlights on each side. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the pink over top of the yellow, and then I'll put some of the pink or the yellow over top of the pink as well, and see if we can't make like a little peachy something with this. All right, so now that we're looking nice and shiny, I'm gonna go ahead and try out the eyeshadows now. So I think for the eye look, I'm mostly wanting to try out the gold and then also like this purpley one called Joy 2. So I think I'm gonna try out both of these. I've already applied just a little bit of bronzer into my crease, just so I had a little bit of something to work with, because I knew I just had these shadows to test out. So I did put a little bit of Hula Light into my crease. So I think I'm gonna apply these wet. I am gonna go in with this small brush here from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna go into Joy 2 first, and then I'm gonna move into the a little bit more like pinky gold one. So I'm first just gonna apply this dry, just so we can see what it looks like, because I'm curious to see how foiled this looks without wetting it. So I am gonna apply this one just to like the inner corner portion, and then I'll go ahead and apply the gold one to the rest of my eye. I can definitely see it, but I think it's gonna look better if I actually spray it. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit of Fix Plus and see if that just makes it a little bit more intense. This would be something I'd probably put down a base for and kind of use it more as like a topper. I don't know. I mean, I guess it gives a little bit of color, but I think that this is more something that I would like to use pretty much like over top of another color, not necessarily on a bare lid. I definitely think it looks a lot more foiled when I am spraying it. Normally that is what I like to do, because that is pretty much what happens with any shadows that I use. So next I'm gonna go into the shade P is for Pink, which is kind of like this pinky or gold shade. And I'm gonna use this one, I think, for like the outer corner and just kind of combine these two. So I'm going to pick a little bit of this up, and I am going to still just spritz my brush really quick. Kind of just mesh this with the first like purpley shade, and just kind of overlap the two as well. I'm not really seeing too much fallout with these, which is actually nice, because I was worried with them being like a glitter we'd have quite a bit of fallout. But I don't really see much, but it also helps that we're wetting our brush when it does come to fallout. It does help with that as well. So I'm kind of just overlapping them together and mostly applying this one just to the outer corner. I definitely think I'm going to continue to try these out for sure, and I might want to test them out like kind of on a base like I was saying with another shadow underneath and kind of see how they apply over top, because so far on their own they apply nicely, but I think they would be really cool just like over top of a matte or even over top of another shimmer just to add a little pop. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just curl my lashes really quickly, apply some mascara, and then we'll test out one of the lip products. Alright, so I'm back after applying mascara. I also used some of the Danger Dolly lip liner from Buxom because I want to try out one of the lip toppers. So this is the Bling Thing lip topper. I'm going to use the shade Sweet Gleams and use this one just as a lip topper because I don't really want a metallic, I think, with this eye look. I'm just going to go for this lip topper instead and see. It's definitely still going to be metallic for sure, but I think it will work a little better with this eye look with it not being so intense, especially these are meant to be lip toppers. So I'm assuming they're meant to be over top of another lipstick or maybe like a lip liner. So it feels pretty comfortable and it definitely does seem pretty glittery. I don't know if it's picking it all up on camera, but definitely when I'm looking at my lips, it feels really glittery. I'm also noticing how glittery this highlight is. Like when I look at it on my Cupid's bow right here, it's like straight glitter. I don't know if I mind it on my cheeks because I don't think it's really picking up my texture too much, but I definitely wouldn't apply it like down here again because it literally looks like just straight glitter, like I've been licking on some glitter or something. But this is gonna do it for our look with the Get Blazed collection from MAC Cosmetics. Let me know what you guys think down below of these products. Are you planning on getting any of them? Definitely a very shiny collection. I thought that the highlights I think are actually really cool. Again, I just wouldn't apply it right here. I liked the liquid highlight. I think it worked well over top of my foundation, which I was impressed with. The eyeshadows I thought were really easy to work with. I think they look really pretty on the lid. It kind of looks like glitter almost. The lip, obviously, I haven't got a chance to really test those out. The topper is definitely drying down nicely. But metallic, like I said, metallic lips aren't really my thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if I don't love those just because I don't always love the look of them. But after that, that is going to do it for this video, like I said. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this look and this collection. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you go. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.